Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown. Couched in a soft bun. And garnished to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger.
Hey everybody, welcome to Androidvision, brought to you by the Intestinal Fortitude Podcast Network.
I don't know what we're doing.
We're doing, you were doing it like you're going to jerk off, but we're going
I was gonna.
but we'll do it like that. Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning into Androidvision. How you doing?
I'm doing
Good?
good.
Good? You're doing good? You're looking good tonight?
Thank you.
Yes?
Thank you.
Beautiful. You got some like black veins coming out from underneath your eyes.
I had a pretty full dinner today.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you eat?
There was this little kid running around the neighborhood and he was throwing rocks, so I decided, it was his turn.
Oh, you ate him?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Threw him in the oven.
There you go.
Roasted him with some potatoes.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Their souls are light like tacos, children. So, that's good.
It's good for you.
It's good for you. Yeah, guys, so on this episode, we're going to be doing a couple of things. Obviously, we're going to be doing our PSA, and we're going to also be doing The Deadly Spawn from 1983, and that's going to be an amazing film. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time. So, but up first, we're going to be doing Act Your Age. Act Your Age. Stop eating children.
It keeps me young and youthful.
Yeah.
It brings all the color out.
This one's from 1949 by Coronet Films. I don't know if you remember this one, but Jim, he's an emotionally immature teen, kind of like the kid you ate probably, and he learns to evaluate his personality through his teacher to act better. He got pissed because basically the little fucker got pissed because he didn't get the good grade that he wanted, so he carved his name into the desk. I know a lot of you have done that here, maybe or maybe not.
I've carved my name into a couple of things.
Did you?
It's on a police car somewhere.
Ejaculus carved TS in his desk for Twisted Sister. Is that true?
No.
No? Burn in hell? Did you do the pentagram?
I don't remember what I did the first time.
You carved something into your desk though. I know you did.
No, the real one of these.
He just carved his penis. Did you ever carve your penis?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you have to. You gotta carve scars into your penis. I don't know. I've done it. I've done that before myself.
Give it character.
Well, I was hoping you would keloid up, so I would get extra scars, so when I had sex with the girl, she could feel it. You know what I mean?
Did you see they're injecting things into penises now to make them have little bumps all over it? Yeah, they're like
little marbles. They put little marbles in after that.
Yeah, and the little marbles.
Like dermals.
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yes.
Do you have
Yes, he's got it done.
Yes, I don't have it done, but I know about it very well.
I think you're gonna have to show us.
We had a mutual friend that had it done.
But it started in prisons, and then it came out.
It started in Thailand, I think.
In Thailand?
Yeah.
Thailand prison.
Thailand prison.
Well, it's kind of like the eye tattooing started in prison.
Right. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Gross.
I don't know. This is just me, but don't tattoo your eyeballs. Well, I wonder if Jim went on to tattoo his eyeballs. But enjoy this PSA, guys, and we'll be right back.
Yes, Jim, what is it?
Well, Mr. Evans, Miss Black wanted me to bring this to you.
Oh? Won't you sit down, Jim? I understand you have an unusual pencil, Jim.
Yes, sir. That is, it's nothing special.
But you're rather proud of it.
It has my name on it. I won it in an essay contest.
May I see it? Personally, I think that something like this is better for carving.
I'll fix the desk, Mr. Edmonds. I'll sand it down and refinish it. You won't be able to tell where I scratched it at all.
That's a good idea, Jim.
I'll begin today after school.
That would be fine.
Well, what else do you want me to do, Mr. Edmonds?
Perhaps you can help me with a problem. I'd like your advice, Jim.
My advice?
Yes, I've got quite a serious problem. There are a great many young people in the school, Jim. Each is an individual, but in one important way, they're all alike. They're all growing up.
Is that the problem, Mr. Edmonds?
Yes, growing up is a problem. Because, well, I remember one time I watched some of the boys play ball. You've probably seen it too. The boys were all about your age. In years, they're young men. But sometimes in their behavior...
They act like children?
That's it. The boy batting struck out, and what a fuss he made. He was a young man in years, but the way he behaved was more in keeping with a 5-year-old. When you see a child do the same thing, you think, oh, well, he'll grow up sometime. But at 15 or 16, this boy was still reacting the same way. He was still showing violent temper when little things went wrong for him. So the question is, why doesn't he grow up? Why does he still behave as a child? How can we help him get rid of these leftovers from childish behavior? That sort of behavior we call an infantile reaction.
Infant? Well, whatever it is, it spoils the game for others. Why can't he act his age? I guess scratching a desk spoils it for others, too. Why can't I act my age, eh?
That's what I'd like to know, Jim. Well, you know what to do about the desk. But now this pencil. If you were a first grader, I'd just keep it, wouldn't I?
Oh, but Mr. Edmonds, I'm not a first grader.
Oh, you're not. So suppose you start fixing that desk. Come back for your pencil when you feel you're ready for it.
Yes, sir.
Goodbye, Jim.
Why can't I act my age? That's a good one. Oh, well. Fix up the desk and forget about the whole thing. Pencil gone? Oh, yes. Maybe one of these pencils will do it. Hey, act your age. No use getting sore. That won't open the can. Hello? Oh, Mr. Olson.
Need some help, son?
Why, yes. Do you have a knife or something to open this?
Yes, I guess so. I'm using yours to carve up a desk, I see.
No, a pencil.
A pencil? Bright crop of young fellows in this school. Every day think up a new way to act like babies. Never grow up. Still little boys playing with marbles. Pencils, knives, pulling girls' hair. Well, there's no sense in cleaning up here until you're through. I'll come back later.
Still little boys. Playing with marbles, eh? Maybe it's true. Remember what Bill did yesterday. He was sitting right there. I guess he thought no one was looking when he took Jean's notebook. Was he cheating? Probably. And that's a childish thing to do. That's a child's way out. Then there was Phyllis the other day. She seemed to be worrying about something, and when Miss Black called on her, and she wasn't ready with an answer, why, you'd have thought it was something terrible that had happened. She almost cried. Just like a little girl. Yeah, that's it. An infantile reaction. Why don't we act our age? I'm going to talk to Mr. Edmonds again. After school tomorrow. I've given it a lot of thought, and, well, I'm not the only one, Mr. Edmonds. Everyone seems to act childish sometimes, but I don't understand just why.
Well, it's partly because of the way we grow up. Your body's growing up now, Jim. You're growing much taller these years, but it may be some years more before your shoulders really broaden out and you become fully grown. Growing up emotionally is much the same. Different parts of our personalities grow at different rates. Some of us never grow up entirely.
So one side of a fellow's personality could be grown up, and another still infantile. Is that right?
Yes. For example, you've seen the girl who always has to win an argument. Most of the time, she behaves like a young lady, but let someone disagree with her, well, she might just as well be 5 years old. We see reactions like this with young children. Then there's the fellow who can't take a joke. He laughs as hard as anyone at most jokes, but when the joke's on him, watch out. His 5-year-old brother would react the same way. There's the boy who constantly shows off to gain attention. There's the girl who cries over trifles. Then remember, there's the ball player who becomes violently angry when he loses out. Those are some of the many infantile reactions we see around us every day. They indicate that a part of one's personality isn't growing up with the rest. Now, what we need is some method of measuring our growth, comparing various parts of our personalities.
Say, I have an idea, Mr. Edmonds. I think I can figure out my age. Anyway, I'd like to try.
Just a minute. Don't you want your pencil?
No, sir. I'll wait until I know how old I am. Let's see. How old am I? When someone disagrees with me? When someone pokes fun at me? When I want attention? When I am confused? When I don't get what I want? There. I guess those are pretty important times to watch out for infantile reactions. Now to rate my age today, and then see how well I can grow. Oh, hello, Mr. Olson.
You again? Carved up another desk already?
No, I'm just trying to figure out how old I am.
Ask your mother.
No, I mean how old I am and the way I behave.
Oh, don't rate yourself too high. I won't bother you, will I?
No, this is too important. I thought of it 2 days ago, so I made several copies of this and had my parents rate my age in each of these points, and my best friend. My rating wasn't exactly high in some places.
But it looks like a good rating system. What do you do now?
Well, I'll have to work hard to bring my rating up. Here, for instance, where it says, how old am I when I don't get what I want? I rated myself 10 years old, and my dad put it even lower than that. So I'm going to get in the habit of controlling my temper. And maybe next month I'll have a better rating. And by next year, I want to catch up with my real age.
That's something to look forward to.
I'll see. Well, I'm not going to tell you all my ratings, but I thought you might want a copy of this.
I certainly would. I think everyone here should rate himself and have his friends rate him this way, to make sure he grows up evenly.
And gets rid of those infantile reactions. I think I'd like my pencil back now.
It's there on the desk.
Oh, thanks. Thanks, Mr. Edmonds. Goodbye.
How old are you? Wouldn't you like to try rating yourself on a sheet like this?
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that PSA and how to fucking act. Basically, from what I got from it is if you don't beat your kid at a young age, they won't fucking act this way in school.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
I think so. I mean, I don't know if we have any parents in here that beat their kids, but I'll tell you what, my parents beat me and it didn't work.
No?
No, it didn't work. Well, for a little bit. Some things. I learned not to call my neighbor the N-word after my dad beat me because I heard it on Roots. They made us watch Roots in elementary school, and I just thought it was just a name that you called black people, and so I called my black neighbor that, and then everybody's like, oh, and they're like, hey, your son called the neighbor the N-word. My dad beat my ass. I mean, rightfully so, right? I'm just saying, like, I fucked up. I learned. I admit. Why are you laughing, Ejaculus? This isn't funny.
It's okay, you just call him Toby next time.
And I thought he had a missing foot too, the kid. I was like, dude, did it hurt when you cut your foot off? I was like, 5. So I don't know. Just a dumb.
Wait, why did you think he had a missing foot?
Because in Roots, they cut the slave's foot off so he wouldn't run.
God.
I know.
No.
I thought that's what I
Total fucking little dick.
I just assumed. I'm sorry. It was just completely innocent.
Yeah.
Fucked up. Why are you laughing?
Right.
You're not supposed to laugh at it. It's not funny. I learned though at a very young age that
You're making me cry.
it was very wrong. I understand that at a very young age, so I don't.
Well, you learned to act your age.
See? And I knew that was wrong, and I never did any of that type of behavior ever again.
Lies.
But it didn't help that, again, Alyssa, right? My mom dressed me in blackface.
I was gonna say, I saw a Halloween picture that
Fucked up.
You
All
got a
right.
beating instead of a nice talking
I
to,
know.
like this character.
Exactly. Well, speaking of weird little aliens on Earth, because I feel like I'm a little alien on Earth sometimes, our movie for the night, 1983's The Deadly Spawn, guys. And the tagline is, they came to Earth to feed on human flesh. Yeah.
I don't know why they're all eating meat.
They're all, yeah, human flesh. Yeah, and basically what it is there's aliens that crash land on Earth and squat in the basement of a fucking residential home. It's really weird. It's like this kid's aunt and uncle. And then, like, I don't know if anybody's seen The Deadly Spawn here. It's a really cool movie. It's written by Douglas McCowan, and he's known for just this movie, which is a lot of cool fucking movies that are just like these directors have just done one movie. And you know, there's a lot of miniatures in it. There's a lot of really cool things in it. It's starring Charles George Hildebrandt and Tom DeFranco and Richard Lee Porter. And these guys didn't really go on to do much as well. This is almost like a college film, but like, I don't know, it's just got a really good cult following. Just because, for some goddamn reason, the gore in it is really good. So you can see that's where they put a lot of their money. I feel like these guys could have been on to be like the next Tobe Hooper, but you know, sometimes lightning strikes, sometimes it doesn't. But I don't know. It's a pretty good one, guys, and we've been wanting to show this on Androidvision for a while. So with that being said, enjoy The Deadly Spawn, and we'll be right back.
Woohoo!